Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is a chilled out video talking to you about Super Mario World. This is not a review. This is a laid back conversation with you, my viewers. As you may know, I've completed Super Mario World and it's on my channel for you to see. It will be linked at the end of this video if you would like to watch it. It is a long play with no commentary. So let's talk about this great game, Wall Gem. It come out for the Super Nintendo, which I never owned for quite a while. So I used to play on this game around a friend's house. The console I owned was a Sega Mega Drive / Genesis. So yeah, this I didn't have this console until I don't know, maybe 13, 14, and I was born in '86, so it's quite a while after this game. But I did play it a lot around a friend's house. So when it came out, I remember I was around 10 or 11 when I first played it around a mate's house, and it was a blast. It was a proper blast. And I used to go around there as much as I can to play it. And because I had a Sega Mega Drive, he would come over to my house to play on the games on there. And we used to take it in turns going around each other's house and play these computer games. So obviously it's not my SNES. And I'm happy I did get to a point where I owned it, and this is one of them games that I wanted. Include and I also wanted Super Mario All Stars. When I first saw this game, looking at when I first got that game switched on and saw it, it blew me away. I remember it blowing me away. It was like, wow, this has come to the next level. Oh yes, I played Sonic and stuff. But to me, this game, the graphics on this game was better than anything Sega put out. I don't know if you agree. Let me know in the comments if you agree. But I really, yeah, I think it was. And even in my memory now, thinking about it, I'm there. But I will say this about Super Mario World. For me, it's not my favourite game of the series, of the franchise. My favourite game of the franchise is Super Mario 3. And that's because I owned a NES and I played that game so much. I love it. I do, and maybe we will get to that game one day. But what this game had that Super Mario 3 never had was Yoshi or Yoshi, depending where you're from. And my word, he was amazing. Going to the first level, most people first level. My first level in the game was when you go to the left, which you see here. But I think from what I've seen on walkthroughs, most people go to the right on the level because that's where you get your first Yoshi, which is amazing. And let's see that chap, shall we? So basically, Yoshi, he's brilliant. He was a larger than life character, and he blew every kid's mind that I knew when they saw him for the first time because he could do so much more than Mario. It was like a true next gen feature. And then we talk about the world map. Now, where this game differs from Super Mario Brothers 3, the whole world map can be seen all on one page. It's not separate maps like in Super Mario 3, it's all one. Now, I will say that I do prefer Super Mario 3 maps, but this was so great. The way things it done better by far were the secret endings, so you can open other paths and get to the Star World, or find secret shortcuts, find the buttons to press to open new blocks to make more places in the levels easily to access. And it was so creative, such a great idea. I'm remembering that when I'd done this playthrough, because I've done this playthrough and I've not played it in 25 years. So remembering them little details when I was playing it was like insane. It was amazing. You know, the other thing it did, the colours popped. It was so colourful. It's truly mind blowing that this is on a Super Nintendo. And it really, I'm remembering, like I said, when I played that game, it was next level. And when it was time to go from my friend's house, I was looking forward to getting back to play it. Now, as a kid, when I finally got it at like 14, maybe, I do remember completing it because I played it. I played it so much. I I don't remember struggling with levels like I did this playthrough, which we'll get to. I, I'm sure I did, but you don't remember the bad when it comes to a game so good, and it's a long stretch from memory. But what I do know is that I feel it's harder playing it now than I did back then, and I think that's because today's games hold your hand through them. Where this game, like every other game at this time, just throws you in and you figure it out. You really figure it out. I can't remember how I learned about Star Road. I think I stumbled across it. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I will show you a clip of what I mean. But yeah, I think I stumbled on that. And then it stays with you. And there's multiple different places on the map to unlock that Star World because there's each point of the star. So I think there's like 5 levels. I could be wrong. I did not do the Star World in this playthrough because I'm not an expert Mario player, okay, and these levels are quite hard, and I'm very amateur. And if you do watch my long run, my long play, you will see all my deaths. I'm not perfect. I'm not. I'm not. I think I'm above average, but you tell me. You tell me. Oh, but then you get to the alternative exits, and they are shown with a red circle on the level, not a yellow. And that's when you know you can do an alternative one. Um, you will make a lot of errors if you play this game. I did, and I remember doing it the first time. Uh, but I'll tell you something that I did find weird this time around, which I never thought was a problem, so it mustn't have been a problem. The cape. Now, flying with this cape wasn't easy. It wasn't easy because you can do this thing on the cape where you can keep going by going down to dive down and pull back up, right? And you can keep going for quite a while. That was hard. I don't know why it was hard. I don't remember it being hard, but it was. It was hard. Let's talk a little bit about how it feels playing today. I thought the controls were great. Right? Once again, not as good as I remembered, but let's be honest. Gaming has come a long way since then. We're talking decades, right? So it still holds up. But if you played like Mario Wonder, the controls are obviously going to be better on there, but it's still brilliant. I can't complain about the about the gameplay at all. If we look at what surprised me this time around, it was some of the levels were actually quite hard. It's a kids' game. I don't remember them being hard, but it was tougher than I remember. It was so much tougher than I remember, and that's a lot to do with the cape. It hasn't aged well. That cape. the raccoon tail from Mario 3 has. And that, I swear down to that. I'm sure of that. I think. What do you think, guys? Cape or raccoon tail? I don't know. I remember using the cape as a kid, and I was like, yeah, that's a really good mechanic, and I relied on it. I know I relied on it, but it was hard. I didn't even. I wasn't a big fan of it. It was good on jumping levels because you can float a little bit, but yeah. I'll tell you something. This is just to change the subject quick. The nostalgia when you go on that level, my second, most people first, where you get Yoshi, right? That level is pure nostalgia. One of the greatest Mario levels ever made. Oh, I put it up there with the first level on Mario 1 and the first level on Mario 3. I think it's that good. It it really, really it's great. It is great. I haven't got a favourite world in it though. You know, the different areas because they're all so different, but they're all so good. It's really well balanced on what you do. But yeah, that Yoshi level and the first level on the next section. Can't remember what that section's called, but it's where you first get a cape from a flying thing. Anyway, they are by far my two favourite levels on the game. Yeah, I'd say that is a true. I got really. There were levels I got frustrated with. I got really frustrated with the third castle. The amount of times I died was insane. I was thinking, there's no way this was this hard when I was small, when I was playing it as a kid. Because I remember flying through these first castles. Not this time. You, I'll show you a little clip, right? But you can watch the full clip on my long play. But there you go. See, it's not, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. Look, if you haven't played this game before, by the way, you should play it. At least watch this long play video and see if it makes you want to play it because it is so good. They don't make games as polished as this anymore. But Nintendo kind of does, but it was brilliant. And I tell you what, this playthrough, when I finished it, I was like blown away that I could still finish this game because it is quite a long game for a Mario game for that era anyway. And I was so happy. I was almost proud of myself. But I did find Bowser, the last boss, was one of the easiest bosses in the game. He really was, and I don't understand it because it it was just easy. But yeah, finishing this game, yeah, was it felt like an achievement. I'm nearly 40, and I got to complete that game again. And I've not done that since a kid. And yeah, it's definitely harder than when I was a child. You know, how many of you have played this game as adults and thought this was hard, or have you found it really easy? Did you find it easy as a child, or did you find it hard as a child? I don't know what other people's experiences are so much of it, but it it really did feel like I completed a part of the childhood by completing that again. And I'm sure there's going to be other games that make me feel that way, but it was a sense of pride. It really was really good. Like I say, if I compared to other Mario games, Mario 3 is mine. That's my that's my childhood game, like proper. Because I was younger when I played it. Had a NES when I was young, and that was one of that Mario and Duck Hunt were my three games, first three games I had, and I didn't leave Mario 3 alone. It was brilliant. Well, I want to tell you that I think Super Mario World could be the greatest SNES game. Could be wrong. I might have another one, but what sticks out in my mind out of all the SNES games that are there jumbled in my head, maybe it's because this was recent, I'm not sure, but this one really sticks out as my favourite. And if you can think of any others, lob it in the comments and I'll give it a go. But yeah, and this game it really still holds up today. You don't believe me, play it. And that's why people still play it. It's because it's timeless. It's one of them timeless games. And I learned that playing this. I was frustrated. You see me get angry, Well, you don't see me get angry because there's no commentary and I'm not in the video, but you see the amount of times that I have to redo. I was getting a bit frustrated. And the reason I didn't know commentary, by the way, was I wanted you to relive it how I relived it with the music, not with someone chattering. That's why I'm doing these side videos to let you know how I got on. And it's up to you. You want to watch this, or you just want to watch the long play. Maybe you don't want to watch the long play. You want to watch this. Not sure, but I really enjoyed it, and it was nice to be able to give people that experience rather than me chattering on. And that is my first. That's my entry point into the series, the Super Mario World, and I think that might have been the perfect way to do it. It was released with the SNES. It was their one of their actual. I can't think of the word games that got released with the console. But if I could tell you one sentence that sums up Super Mario World now, it would be, "This is a great game." This is a great game because it hasn't aged. The mechanics still work brilliant. It's got great level designs. The music's great. It is timeless. It's just timeless. And I would say to anyone, watch it. Watch that video. Go buy it. Go play it. You can play it on Nintendo Switch. Um, they got it on their library to play, and that's what else can you say? I personally love the game. I played the game, and I really enjoyed my playthrough. And I hope you will feel the same, and I hope you go and play it because it is that game. It is that game. I'm not going to sit here and rank the game. I'm not going to rate the game. It is just there. It's top tier. And I'm not going to be scoring these games. This is not a review. This is my nostalgia of the game and how I found it now. And I really hope you enjoyed it. And I really hope that I'll get to see you who's watching this next time watch my next video. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. It would mean the world to me. And I will catch you next time. Okay? Ciao.